Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 74 of Talking About Real Shit podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dennis, and my good old sister. She isn't here right now. She is still having enjoyable time in Florida, as I am stuck here in Idaho doing the podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm glad to be here. Sorry about last week. I did not publish an episode last week. She was gone as well during that time as well, so it would have been another solo episode. I just feel like I didn't really want to do a podcast last week because really, like, nothing happened. It's not like they took abortion away, so overturning Roe v. Wade. Like, it's not like that happened or anything like that. But nothing significantly ever. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I'm kidding. I There's been things, man. There's been things happening. Happy 4th of July. Today's the 6th. This is a late episode as well. Sorry about the lateness on this episode as well. I've been slacking when it comes to this. But doing a podcast, I don't know why I'm having these on, but doing a podcast by yourself is kind of weird, especially like even if you don't have anyone to, even if someone's not even listening to you actively, not even having to respond back. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna turn that off. But things have happened, obviously. You had Roe v. Wade overturned, which I don't really have a problem with because abortion is still technically legal. You just have to kill yourself, right? So abortion is just a gun to the mouth, and then you abort the baby too. So there's that. No, again, a joke. It's a joke. Calm down, everyone. And by everyone, I mean no one, because no one listens to the podcast. But it's fucking wild that we are going back in time when it comes to things like this. It's very, very interesting when you put it in that perspective because you have so many countries that are like, whatever. You have so many countries that have abortion legalized because, like, shit happens. One, shit happens. Two, like, rapes happen and things like that. There was an article that I tweeted this. Let me pull up my Twitter real quick while we're here so I can tell you exactly what I said. But it's crazy. Hold on just for a second. I'm getting there. Okay. So I posted, it was, as Ohio restricts abortions, because there was like the whatever the law was where like they can just add it on there quick. But as Ohio restricts abortions, 10-year-old girl travels to Indiana for procedure. 10-year-old girl, because of the 6 weeks or whatever, I forgot what it was, whatever the timeline is, she like passed it. 10 years old, right? So obviously, like, that wasn't something that should have happened. But hey, it doesn't matter. It's absolutely wild. And then this really shows how these big corporations such as Facebook don't give a shit about women's rights. I'm going to tell you right now. I tweeted this, or I put this on Facebook. I put one tweet that got me banned for about 2 days. I put this happened the day of the Roe v. Wade overturnment. I put, chop the dicks off to the dads that abandon. Please vote me into politics, please and thank you. That's what I put, right? That got me banned. For what? I didn't even say anything that bad. Chop the dicks off to the dads that abandoned. Why not? We have to take extreme measures to so many more things, and that's what I want to get into right now. Highland Park, the shooting that happened on July 4th in Chicago. One of the safest cities because there's no guns there. That really fucking bodes well. It's not like they have murders every fucking day in that shithole of a town. But you have the 21-year-old, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't even fucking know his name. I didn't really look into it like that much as we going into it, because I've been just living on my own timeline and doing my own thing. I saw the shooting, but it was like, you know what? It's not a fucking surprise. Something was going to fucking happen. And it's just funny because I just want to go over this article with us. This is how pathetic. They're restricting the wrong things. They're restricting the gun laws. They're restricting this. They're restricting the fucking wrong things. the mind of a murderer or like a mass shooter or whatever, right? The mind of them is this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go into a head of a fucking mass shooter, right? I'm gonna go in the head of one. Okay. I can go do whatever the fuck I want. I can go kill multiple amounts of people. I can have my face plastered and my name plastered all over the place because I want that fame. And then I'm going to be just in protective custody for the months or years that it takes for them to say, oh yeah, you killed 7 people, you're going to go to prison for it. I kind of fucking knew that already, right? So you have that whole time, they're just in protective custody the whole time. Taxpayers are paying for that shit. And at the end of the day, what the fuck happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Look, just look how fucking, like, this guy killed 7 people, right? I'll name the list of people that died. 64-year-old Catherine Goldstein from Highland Park. 35-year-old Irina McCarthy from Highland Park. 37-year-old Kevin McCarthy, I'm guessing they're related, of Highland Park. 63-year-old Jacqueline Sundheim, Sundheim, I hope I pronounced that correctly, of Highland Park. 88-year-old Steven Strauss of Highland Park. And 78-year-old Nicholas Toledo Zaragoza of Morelos, Mexico. Rest in peace to those fucking people. And I'm sorry that our judicial system is so fucking pathetic at protecting the lives of innocent people and protecting the lives of the fucking guilty. Because the whole guilty until proven innocent. There's nothing to prove innocence of. He did the fucking crime. These people died, in a total of 40 or were injured during that's something else. But it's like our judicial system literally protects the people that do like heinous crimes like this, right? All of them. Every single one. They get put in protective custody because they're protecting them from in prison when like a child fucking rapist goes to prison. And then these like prisoners that are doing the fucking world a favor, they're doing, if God existed, God's work, right? They're doing God's work in the prisons by fucking just shitting on, not literally, but like just fucking up these like child rapists that go to these prisons and stuff like that. Because what do they get? They fucking know what they did. They're going to be sent to prison after they had to sit in this stupid trial and shit for months and years on end to figure it out that, oh, should he go in prison for 200 years or 240 years? Like, what the fuck what are we talking about? What are we talking about in this fucking life? We're supposed to be this, like, I know that like the things I'm about to go into, like the ideas that I have for prison, which are amazing, but they're heinous, but they're animalistic. What the fuck are we? Like, we are the most retarded species on this fucking planet. Literally. We are. We're so advanced, but we're so fucking stupid at the same time. It's so hard to put in words how dumb some things that like a what do you call it? A civilized civilization, right? Like a civilized group of people, a civilized country, a first world country. Oh, we're great. We're amazing. We're amazing because these people fucking know what I was before I went on the tangent. Because these people know that nothing is going to happen to them. They're either going to kill themselves at the end of their fucking deed. They're either going to get shot by the fucking police by the end of their deed, or they're going to be protected by the fucking police at the end of the deed. And they're going to be in prison, protected the whole time. Because once these fucking prisoners try to get a hold of them, they're going to be protected by the system, right? They're going to be put in solitary confinement. And yes, it's hard to live in solitary confinement. I get that. But for fucking crying out loud, you took 7 fucking lives. And I've talked about it once again. You didn't just take 7 lives. You took thousands, however many people were there. You took, like, the people that weren't even affected, like, physically. You have affected all those people emotionally and, like, emotionally, I guess, in the fucking mind. You destroyed their mind. You destroyed their way of thinking of how life is and how people are around them. And should I fear to go to this fucking place? And that's what happens to, all these shootings. It's all the fear that happens from, should I go here? Should I go there? Because this can happen and because this always happens. And you read all this fucking bad news and all this stuff. And it's like, that's what, you take the physical lives away. You hurt a bunch of physical lives. The fucking the medical bill, like the medical people make tons of money. I said it again, they jerk off to this shit. I fucking guarantee you. There's some sick fuck in the medical, like whoever is the higher up in the whole pharmaceutical world of things, that just, yeah, fucking, mass shooting, kill more. No, don't kill more because I can heal more with fucking medicine. I guarantee you that shit fucking happens. There's one out there, I fucking know it, that does that shit. I can guarantee you, right? Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen with these people? They're going to go to these therapists. They're going to go to these people and like talk. And then it's going to be like, well, we can solve this by you taking this pill. I don't have any fucking pills because I don't take them. But you can take this pill to help your fucking needs. Oh, this one doesn't work? You can take this pill to help your needs. Oh, and by the way, that's going to cost you fucking $4,000 for those 30 pills. That's it. That's literally our system. We protect the fucking worthless pieces of shits that harm the fucking great innocent people that we have. And then those innocent people get charged. They get charged not with a crime like a misdemeanor or a felony. They get charged money for having to go through this thing because of this fucking piece of shit, right? But this guy's protected while these people are fucked. But these people are, in their minds, in the way that, and I'll now read this. It's fucking absurd, okay? The suspect in Monday's mass shooting at a July 4th parade in Highland Park, Illinois, that left 7 dead and injured more than 24 has been charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder, Lake County State's Attorney Eric Reinhart announced to the news conference Tuesday morning, right? What the fuck does that even mean? I've talked about this before with these articles. Like, when I'm actually very surprised that this article doesn't say he allegedly. I fucking cannot stand the goddamn word allegedly. I can't even say the goddamn word. I can't stand the word allegedly when it's used in such a fucking stupid way, right? If he's convicted, the charges could lead to a mandatory life sentence. Wow. You're an amazing judge. I could have fucking never thought that was going to happen. I thought he was going to go frolic in the fields and be a happy little boy with his fucking thoughts in his mind. Wow, this is breaking news. He might get charged for a mandatory life sentence. That's insane. Okay, that's insane. More charges are expected to come. Oh, he's already going to prison for jail, boys. But hey, he's going to get charged with more. Reinhardt says, including attempted murder. Oh, I'm surprised. Aggravated discharge. I'm surprised. And aggravated battery charges. These are just the first of many that will be filed against Mr. fucking idiot. I want to emphasize that. Oh my God, he's already going to fucking prison for life. But you know what? We could put on paper. We could put in his fucking record that's not going to matter for the rest of his fucking life that, hey, we're going to put more charges on you, buddy. So you better be fucking all you guys out there that want to fucking shoot up schools and shoot up fucking public places, you better fucking be careful who you're fucking with. You know why? Because we're going to fucking charge your ass more than one life goddamn sentence. So you better fucking act right. What does this even matter? It doesn't matter. I don't think there's anything less that matters than the words that this fucking bozo of a fucking old retard, because I can guarantee you he's old. I can guarantee you, I'm going to Google his ass right now. Let's see. He looks like a fucking idiot. He's not old, but he looks like a fucking idiot. What, like, I just don't understand in people's minds that this is gonna bring justice, because you got a fucking extra little felony on your charge. The fuck does it matter? I just don't get it. I don't under fucking stand it. Idiot has been charged with police custody since being apprehended Monday evening. Ooh, wow. Tomorrow morning at the Lake House County Courthouse, we will ask a judge to hold Mr. Retard without the possibility of bail. They're gonna ask. They have the fucking presence to ask that he can't fucking leave the premises of police after killing 7 people at a fucking public parade. Wow, I'll be surprised if he gets that. It's not like he did anything bad. Interesting. They're gonna ask. Okay, that's okay. They're gonna ask him. I'm like, hey, can he not leave without posting? Like, can he just be in police presence all the time? Please, Mr. Judgy, please. Attorney Steve Greenberg has been retained to represent fucking retard's parents. Greenberg confirmed CNN Tuesday evening in an email. The attorney released a statement on Twitter on behalf of the suspect's parents. We are all mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers. This is a terrible tragedy for many families, the victims, the parade goers, the community, and our own. Our hearts, thoughts, prayers go out to everybody. Wow, I've never read anything like that before. What an amazing statement. That is so touching. My fuck, guys. Hold on. That's so fucking touching. God. Man, that is so fucking touching, bro. I can't. Wow. That's so touching. Wow. That actually brought tears to my eyes, man. That is the most touching. That is such a touching thing. I've never heard those words. Ever. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out. Wow. To everyone? Who gives a shit that 7 people died? Honestly, like, when you put it in perspective, he should just be released. Like, for them to say that about that to the other people, the 7 people that died and the 45 fucking people that were died or injured during the shooting, let him go. What's the, I don't even know. I wouldn't have even brought this up on the podcast if I, wow. I can't, I'm on his side. Okay. I'm okay with that. I've never heard such beautiful words being spoken. It's a fucking joke, man. It's all a fucking joke. Oh my God, man. It's a absolute fucking joke, man. Look at these fucking officers thinking that they did such a good fucking job arresting this 80-pound fucking cunt of a person. They're like, yeah, we fucking took him down, man. We're fucking police. We fucking got him good. It's fucking sad, man. What, like, because I said it again. What's that? Like, our system is so fucking retarded. Like, it's so stupid, man. Like I said, like, being in the mind of a, like, mass shooter or something. Nothing is going to happen to you. There's nothing preventing, like, I can't even, I don't know even how to say it in fucking words. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know how to say it in words, because it's actually outlandish how, like, he'll be put in prison and it's like, okay, cool. It doesn't even fucking matter. It literally doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it doesn't change anything. Like, oh, like, we got another one out. I don't know. People are just going to be put on pills for this shit, for what they had to go through. And the cycle continues. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking outlandish. It is stupid and outlandish, and that's all I can really say about that. I hope he rots in hell. I hope he's not protected. And this is what I think the prison, how prison should be in this world. I am running for politics. This is my, this is like my opening statement to what I would do as a politician in your area, wherever the area is. I don't care where it's at. Prisons. There's two different kinds of prisons. There's prisons for people that like accidentally killed someone. It could be like like drugs or whatever. Fucking, which that should be legalized in my opinion. But things like that. Like, right, you just have like regular prison for people that did like a bad crime, but not to the point of like it was like either it was like not drunk driving deaths. That's maybe 3 prisons. But that's like a prison for people that it's not like a jail. It's kind of like a jail in a way, but like for like worse things, like someone got killed because of it wasn't like a mass shooting or like a purposeful death or something like that, right? So it's like prison how it is right now. That's literally what it is for like those kinds of cases. And then you have another prison. This is where like this guy would go, the fucking whatever shooter, like all these shooters, the rapists, and that's like all kinds of rapists, any kind of like legit murderers, serial killers, just like shitty people, right? It's not even a prison. It's a fucking open, it's a fence, right? It's just a square fence, and you just throw them in there, right? You just like not even a fence, like a concrete fucking barrier. You throw them in there, and they do whatever the fuck they want to do. You give them all the supplies to have fun with each other, what I mean by fun is they can do whatever the fuck they want by killing each other, right? Something like that. Because it gives them a reason to like, hey, you know what? That kind of sounds like a shitty place. I kind of don't want to do that. And like, it's not like a fun place where you can have fun. It's still shitty for everyone. But if you can survive, you can survive. I don't know. It's like, I feel like our system is, like, obviously that's an extreme. But our system is so lenient towards so many people that do heinous fucking things. Like, yes, you go to a prison, you're never going to get out. But, like, what the fuck does that do to the person that you affected, right? Either you killed them and now their family's without that person, or you fucking rape them and they don't have... their mentality is just gone because of that, right? You have all these effects that people do on other people, right? And what you just sit in a prison. That's what you do. You sit in a prison, you work, you do your little things. It's hard. I'm not saying it's fucking easy. I'm not saying prison's like a beautiful place and stuff. I'm not saying that. I know prison can be hard and stuff, but god damn, man, that we still protect people. And again, I'm not saying all prisoners. I'm not saying all people. I'm not saying everyone. Like, there could be like an accidental killing or like a vehicular manslaughter or some shit like that. Like, and it depends on what motion it's at. Obviously, if like they're ramming through people, yes, you're like that's the different approach. But I don't know. Like, you get put in prisons that like you were selling fucking drugs. Like, it's you're selling drugs to whatever. Sure, it's a crime. It's a crime. I understand that, but you're putting them in the same fucking prison that like a guy killed fucking 5 people, a guy murdered fucking 3 children, or kidnapped and raped multiple fucking people. You're putting them in the same prison as that. That has zero fucking. I understand the people selling drugs, and I'm talking about like heroin and shit like that. They're affecting those people that are buying it, but they're still. They have the freedom to buy that. That's their fucking will, and that's their fucking choice. Is it a smart one? No. But people getting fucking raped and murdered and kidnapped and all this shit, they don't have a fucking choice. They don't have a fucking choice. Like, we have to protect those people. We can't fucking protect the people that make these dumb fucking decisions, whatever it's for. Whether it's because your parents fucking beat you and shit like that. It's still, again, at the end of the day, it's your fucking decision. Then we have to protect those people from the fucking people that cause, it's a fucking cycle. It's a very complicated cycle. But to put it in like simple layman's terms, we have to protect the people that don't have a choice of what happens to them, right? Like, we protect the people that make choices. Is that a weird way to put it? We protect people that make choices. I don't know. I guess you can put it in that way, but I don't know. It's like, it's crazy. It'll never be solved. It's like, obviously, look, if we're going back in time with Roe v. Wade and shit like that, let's go back in time where fucking you can just have a duel on the fucking street with a revolver. Like, if we're gonna go back in time, let's go fucking back in time, boys. I'm okay with that. But I don't know. It's insane. I kind of wanted to talk about all like the negative things that happened, because I know like next week we're gonna talk about like happy things of like what they experienced over there and stuff like that. So this is like a dark, not negative. It's very positive in a way of how I look at things in my head, but very negative of what's been happening, what's been going on. Like Roe v. Wade, I can touch up more on that. It's, what is there to touch up on? Like, women got their fucking rights taken away if something fucking happens to them. I'm not for abortion when it comes to just fucking popping babies left and right, and they're just fucking around and just aborting fucking late term. I'm not. There's an approach to that, right? And I do truly believe, like, if you have a kid and your dad abandons, like, you should chop the dick off to that fucking guy. Like, I don't know if I'm like crazy or like a psychopath for saying this or thinking this, but I truly don't see that as not even a slight problem. Like, it's not even a fucking problem to the point of like anything. Like, that kind of problem to me is if you take like this phone, right? Like, a problem for this phone would be like if I threw it to the ground and like broke the glass on it and it's all fucked, right? It's all broken. That's a problem. But to me, the problem that what I just said with like chopping the dicks off to the guys that leave is like me taking like this plastic thing and like just like not even hitting it, just like lightly tapping it on the screen. That's like, it's not a problem, right? The phone survived. The phone is fine. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at like chopping the dicks off to the dads that leave. Why not? If we're going to take fucking abortions away from people, and again, to the people that don't have the fucking choices, the only way to get an abortion is if you're in risk, if the female is in risk of like dying and stuff like that. And I'm surprised that even fucking went through. But if we're taking that choice away, then give the fucking choice away to the other people. Again, we're protecting people. We're protecting the wrong side of everything, honestly. Like, you're protecting the fetus that can be possibly born and not even have like a fucking completely deformed human, which is like, what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? You're taking that away. You're taking away of the fact that a woman gets raped, right? Or a woman doesn't even know she's fucking pregnant to a point, because sometimes it doesn't fucking show. Sometimes it's late. And they lose that fucking chance, right? Luckily, it's not like a banned thing in like all states, but now we're already struggling in a world where these greedy ass fucking rich people that own all the property in this shitty country of ours. Happy 4th of fucking July, everyone. Fuck off. This shitty country of ours, these greedy ass fucks that are charging people crazy amounts of money for these fucking rental prices or property prices or vice versa. And if you own a property, you're still paying high property taxes on that, or all this shit. So many people are fucking struggling, right? You take the rights away from them, so now they have to fucking travel to another state. That shit isn't cheap, especially with gas prices of how much they are. And with fucking us sending even more emergency fuel to fucking Europe, I guarantee you gas prices are going to do a little spike up again. Like, I just don't get it. Like, and then going from that, we're putting sanctions on fucking Russia for nothing. Like, you're putting sanctions on Russia to beat your own fucking people. Russia's making a shit ton of money by having to sell their fucking oil to other countries that want to fucking buy their oil. But the U.S. is retarded. Like, sanctions. Fuck your sanctions. What the fuck? You nuke Japan and no one gives a shit? You nuke Japan for no one gives a shit because they bombed a fucking place that's literally military? I think okay, we gotta stop. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I fucking just hate it. Like, it's the double-edged sword, right? It's the double-edged sword. I'm just gonna stop right there. But so you have these high fuel prices. You gotta travel. It's just, and this is all happening on a Democratic president. And now that sounds like I said, oh, but when Trump was in office, now he's goddamn great president. No, presidents don't fucking matter, people. The president is a fucking puppet to nothing, to the fucking people. The president is a fucking puppet. The president is absolutely nothing. We can have a monkey as a president. And you take two timelines, right? With a monkey and with Trump and with Biden and with a fucking retard. And by retard, I don't mean mentally disabled people, because that's another thing I want to get into. That doesn't mean that. If you say retard to a mentally disabled person, that's fucked up. But a retard is just a stupid person that's fully abled, right? Two different things. Just wanted to get that out. You could put all those four people in different timelines, and if everything in the world is acting the same, and the people in the fucking House and in the Senate are the same, and everything's the same, and you just have different presidents, follow those timelines, nothing's going to change. There might be one little tiny change somewhere, but that's it. That's literally it. Everyone's fucking fighting each other for the presidency. I see the fucking let's go Brandon bullshit. I see the fucking fuck Trump bullshit. They don't fucking matter. I just don't fight. We have to fight the fucking pharmaceuticals. We have to fight the greedy rich that are killing us in property prices. We have to fight those people. Why the fuck are we? That's how. I'm trying to not use the word retarded as much, but I fucking love the word. That's how stupid the people are in this society. Is they're just fighting each other. They are so divided. And I say they because I fucking hate this place. I hate these fucking people here. They're just fat fucking retards, and I'm one of them. I'm not trying to push that shit away from me. I am a fat retard that lives in this shitty country, okay? And then before you say, why don't you leave? Fuck off. I would love to if I could, but every other place sucks too, right? The world just sucks. But it's like everyone's fighting with each other, and it's just like, oh man, I don't know. Like, it's absolutely wild. I don't get it. It's over. I've said it again. It'll be like, it's fine, right? Like, it's fine. It's hard to put in work. Like, we're okay. Like, I've been in a good mood when it comes to like how things are gonna go. Like, like property prices will go down next year. With the whole interest rate. Things are already going down. Like, things will be okay, but it's still over. If that makes sense, it's still very much over. This country is done. It is too divided. People are just carefree, greedy, worthless. People are great too. There's a lot of great people. All this stuff, right? It's a spectrum of all this shit. But it'll be fine, but it's over. That's all I can say. It's hard to put in perspective of what that means, but use your little brains. I think you guys can figure it out. It'll be okay, but it's ending. So that's all I want to talk to you guys about today. We're going to keep it short. That's all I got. That's literally all I got. Next week will be happy Disney, Universal Studios, Florida. Great things, great stories, and probably something bad, because something probably bad will happen, but we'll keep it that good. that will be next week's episode for number 75. Other than that, that's it on this one. So thank you guys so much for joining me on fireworks are still going off, or if that was something else. That was loud as fuck. Like shook my house, but it was like far away. God damn, that actually kind of scared me. Thank you guys so much for joining us on episode number 74 of Talking About Real Shit podcast. Check out the links in the description down below. Go like us, rate us, all that stuff. If you guys can, subscribe, share with friends, all that. So thank you guys so much for joining in, and we'll see you retards later. Need help? Nope.